One afternoon, sitting on the porch looking at the lake, we were mesmerized by an air show, the aerobatics of a flock of birds.
Yeah, and there were so many birds up there at that time, we just couldn't imagine that they would be buzzards?
Buzzards or turkey vultures?
Actually, turkey vultures. One reason we were so surprised is because typically here in Georgia, when we see a buzzard or actually vultures in the air searching for food, there's usually only maybe two, three together.
But actually, vultures are social animals, with 75 to 100 found together in nesting areas or feasting together all at one time. And their roosts are continually used for years by the next generation, and they can live up to 20 years in the wild.
Some turkey vultures that live up north actually migrate down to our area this time of year. So that may also have been one reason we were seeing such a large number of birds. In Georgia, turkey vultures usually start breeding in January through March, and actually they don't build nests, but instead they find places to lay their eggs. It might be in hollow logs or piles of brush or even in deserted buildings. And typically they mate for life. I really didn't know that they were such social creatures. So seeing this large group was very surprising.
Belinda, it was so very surprising. And they were so graceful as they soared through these thermals, going up and banking, and they were just beautiful to watch.
It really was a beautiful sight.
It was so amazing to see these birds soaring above us with their pronounced V-shaped wings and a light gray trailing on the underside of those wings. That flock was so amazing.
Actually, Mark, when turkey vultures fly in those large groups, they're called kettles.
The sun glistening on those white grayish feathers really caught our attention as they soared above us.
Yes, their wingspan can be up to about 6 feet, but they only weigh about 5 pounds. That was kind of amazing. And, most of the time we sort of see these buzzards along the side of the road taking care of some dead animal, so they don't seem to be the most glamorous wildlife species, but really they are definitely important as a part of our ecosystem.
Yes, and vultures are portrayed as harbingers of death, and they serve as sinister omens to many people. But really, vultures are an integral part of the ecosystem, and they deserve a lot more credit. Turkey vultures actually get their name from their resemblance to wild turkeys, especially because of their red heads and their dark feathers.
Yes, their red head is so distinctive. It doesn't really have any feathers on that part, and then their nose has a special design. Actually, they have the largest olfactory or smell system of all birds, and they're actually capable of smelling carrion for over a mile away.
Their scientific name, Cathartes aura, means pacifier or cleanser, and the Cherokee Nation assigned them a title of honor as the Peace Eagle, based on their resemblance, at least from a distance, to that of an eagle, and the fact that they do not kill their prey.
Yeah, and these old buzzards, as we call them, don't really get the respect they deserve because I guess in a way they're actually civil servants, aren't they?
Yes, Belinda, and their service is so important, they actually serve as nature's cleanup crew, removing dead animals and feeding on dead carcasses.
Yeah, and even removing roadkill. And sometimes we think this is just going to make everything look better, but it really is helping to prevent a lot of disease. So they are very important.
So thanks, buzzards, or actually turkey vultures, for doing such a good job.
Y'all be sure to come back next week for another Wildlife Wednesday with the Winters.